Hey guys, Jacob here. In today's video, this is going to be this week's vendor reset. I know it's a little late considering this is Wednesday and I was supposed to post it yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead and post it anyways for some of you guys who want to know what's for sale this week and what I would recommend picking up. Now, at the Base of Ops this week, they're selling the Grudge. If you guys do not have this, you could pick this up, but most of the time, if you guys are level 40, when you complete Warlords in New York, you should get this pretty much right away from Keener, and it should be at level 40, and your luck is probably better than this one right here. Now I'm going to scroll through a few more items in case you guys want to pick this stuff up. They're selling a Badger Tough backpack that has 140k armor with crit chance, headshot damage, and safeguard. So if you guys need that for a shotgun style build, I'd recommend picking that up. Scroll through a few more items. But overall, that's how they're selling at the front desk. Now I'm going to take a right here and then go straight. And keep this in mind, if you guys are not in a clan, you will not have access to this vendor last time I checked. Unless they've changed that in previous updates, then I'm not sure. Shout out to the DoD and Kamikaze Von Doom. You guys just go right here. This is the vendor. This week he's selling the Caesar's Guard Empress International chest piece. This one has 10.5 skill haste and 10.2 critical damage. And you could change the skill haste to skill damage if you wanted, or change the critical hit damage to skill damage depending on what kind of build you're trying to make. I've seen people use this with crit builds as well, that's why I say that, but I'd recommend rolling yellows on this so you have the max out of this vest. Now I'm going to scroll through a few more items in case you guys want to pick this stuff up. They're selling max critical chance on an SMG if you guys need that for your stat library. They're selling a Y'all Gear chest piece, which I haven't seen one of these for sale in a long time, and I probably will be picking this up to the fact that I need one. And this one has hazard, armor regen, and 113,000 armor, which the armor is kind of low. It's obviously not anything max, but getting a Y'all Gear vest with somewhat decent rolls in the DZ, for me at least, is a pain in the ass. Let's scroll through a few more items in case any of you guys want to pick this stuff up. They're selling max health on gloves if you guys need that as well for your stat library. Other than that, that's pretty much all they're really selling at the Base of Ops this week. Next location on the list is going to be the Theater Settlement. This week he is selling the Baker's Dozen. This one has above average rolls, 10% rifle, 30% critical damage, and 7% critical chance. Now if you guys don't have this and you're new, I'd recommend grabbing this, but obviously you can farm loot location areas and find a better one. They are selling max damage darts out of cover if you guys need that for shotguns, and I actually need that as well, so I'll be picking this up later on. They are selling an LVOIC if you guys need Lucky Shot. Raleig's Holdings, or Alp Summit Gloves, not Raleigh Holdings, I can't speak today. Somber knee pads, armor on kill mods, and this rest of the mods in case any of you guys need that. But that's all they're really selling at the Theater Settlement. Next on the list is going to be the Campus Settlement, and this week she is selling the Scalpel. This is the new Future Perfect. The talent's not new, but the sniper is new, so they basically put just a new sniper and put a different talent on it, or a talent that was on another gun, and made it a new weapon. But if you guys need this, I'd recommend grabbing it, but at the same time, not many people use snipers. Let's scroll through a few more items in case any of you guys want to pick this stuff up. Other than that, that's all she's really selling this week at the Campus Settlement. Next, we have the Dark Zones. We are going to start at DZ West as normal. Keep this in mind, if you guys are new, you will have to get a new type of resource by deconstructing gear in the DZ and extracting it, or opening tiny little boxes around the DZ that you can get the resources from. This week, he is selling the Everlasting Gaze, which this one has pretty average rolls, nothing too fancy. Let's scroll through a few more items in case any of you guys want to pick this stuff up. But that's all he's really selling this week. Alright guys, next up is going to be DZ South. This week she is selling the Perfect Overwatch chest piece. If you guys don't have this, then I'd recommend grabbing it, mostly because I know they don't really sell here that often, or I haven't seen it in a while for sale, or you can just farm loot allocation areas and get it. But I think this is a really good chest piece for team play, because you can go and cover and increases you and your allies' total weapon damage and skill damage by 12% long as you remain in cover or cover move. So if you guys are using this and say something like a raid, and you have people who are doing generators, and you have one guy go in cover, and this gives the whole pretty much the whole group damage, and you guys can just rip the Razorback a little bit easier, or Buddy and Lucy, depending on whatever you're using. Scroll through a few more items in case any of you guys want to pick this stuff up. They are selling a Sokolov chest piece that has critical hit chance on it, and it has 7.4 headshot damage and 11.7 weapon damage. Now, due to the fact that I have really shitty luck with pieces like this, I'm actually going to buy this one because it's really hard for me to find a red Intimidate chest piece just for SMGs. Other than that, that's all they're really selling this week at DZ South. And finally, the last stop for Dark Zones are going to be DZ East. This week, she is selling the Wyvern holster Claws Out, which I think they've sold this multiple times now. So if you guys don't have this by now, then I don't know what to tell you, because they've sold it like 2 or 3 times in a row. They're selling almost a max SOCOM MK20 SSR in case you guys need one of those. Pretty sure you don't. I'm going to scroll through a few more items in case you guys want to pick this stuff up. But overall, that's all they're really selling at the DZs this week. And the final location for the Light Zone is going to be New York. Just a reminder, they don't sell any named weapons, just normal yellow stuff. I will scroll through a few more of these items in case any of you guys want to pick this stuff up. They are selling max critical chance on this Finner's Vest if you guys need that. They're selling some Bellstone Army gloves, which have our armor regen, crit damage, and armor, if you guys need that. But overall, that's all they're really selling at the front desk. Now I'll go right here and take a left. And then go straight. After this right. And Roy Benitez will be right here. Which sometimes you have to do this to talk to him. It's weird. They're selling max damage armor on this MP7 if you guys need that for your SMGs. They're selling max critical hit damage on rifles in case you guys need that. Scroll through a few more items. They're selling a pair of Petrov knee pads that have all reds if you guys need that. And they are selling a holster that has all reds for Sokolov. But other than that, not really a whole lot for sale this week in the vendors. Kind of a few things you guys might be able to use and a few roles you might need for your stat library. If you're new, most players already have those. But that's what I'm going to be about, guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content, and I'll catch you guys all later.